Hi, I'm Professor Scott Norman. I'm the Automotive Coordinator at Pittsburg State University here in the Department of Automotive Technology. Welcome to Company Day. What is Company Day? Well, Company Day is an event that we have in the fall. It's a big recruiting event in which dozens and dozens of companies from all over the United States come to recruit our students. We also have another event in the spring that is called Automotive Orientation Day. So this video is kind of giving you a glimpse of what one of these career events is like at Pittsburg State University in the Department of Automotive Technology. Hopefully you enjoy the video.
My name is Cassie Cornwell. I work with Murphy Hoffman Company, or MHC Kenworth. We are here today to look for management trainee students, diesel technicians, outside part salespeople, account managers, really anything that you might need where we can have a job for you. And then a piece of advice for students to get a job, I would just say be yourself. We're looking for real people to come work for us, so just being yourself and getting connected to the managers or the hiring recruiters is just a great way to get a job. So,
hello, I'm Justin Denny. I'm a PSU alumni. I graduated in spring of 19 with a bachelor's degree in automotive technology with emphasis in diesel and heavy equipment. I work with Walsh Construction in our equipment headquarters in Chicago. My job is the regional equipment manager for the West Coast. So I look after all our jobs for equipment related incidents and repairs. And also I deal with the Midwest jobs in the building group and the water group. And also I look after all our rentals across the country. The jobs we are looking for right now at Company Day are full-time students graduating pretty soon here, and also interns. Interns will be helping out with equipment on the jobs with our equipment people that's already on the job, helping scheduling maintenance to get done by the vendors or by the job site mechanics, or help get mileage so we know when to schedule these, and help with repairs on the jobs. Full-time students will basically be on the job, taking care of the equipment, make sure it keeps running, get a vendor out for repairs or do a service on it. One piece of advice I would say to students, get out of your bubble, get out somewhere, travel, do something out of your comfort zone, go take a job that will get you out of that comfort zone and get you somewhere going that you would never expect you would be at, because you won't regret it.
Hi, I'm Chase Cook. Graduated back in 2005 with the service management 4-year degree. Went to work in the paint industry right out of college, and I'm now with Color Vision. We are a PPG distributor, and we're selling to body shops and manufacturers in the automotive and industrial finish world. Right now we are trying to hire for full-time positions and internships. Most of the time when you start with us, you would be looking at starting inside our stores, getting a good baseline of knowledge and customer service. And from there, if you want to progress into an outside position or a higher position within a store, we can take either pathway there. Advice-wise, I'd say for a student looking to get a job upon graduation or an internship, really for me it's that work ethic and drive to want to do more and have that open mind of learning and really progressing as you go. You learn a lot in school, but there's a whole lot to learn out in the work field, and that'll pay dividends for you as you grow in your career.
Hi, my name is Rachel and I'm the HR Director for Reliable Cars and RV in Springfield, Missouri. We are currently looking for some candidates to fill technician positions all the way from entry level to master technicians as well. We're looking for service advisors, parts professionals, and all of the above. If you're a parts person or an automotive person, we want you. We also do internships, and we're willing to work with your school schedule, whatever you need, but we're here to help you. One advice that I would give for students is to start early. With networking, connections are huge in the business world. You can get great opportunities doing internships, shadowing people, professionals, but I would definitely start early and then kind of work your way up from there.
Marlon Klotz, Pitt State alum, mechanical and manufacturing engineer from 2000. Currently, equipment operations manager for Peter Kiewit and Sons Construction. We oversee all the equipment purchasing, maintenance, everything from cradle to grave of all the equipment used to build our projects. What we're looking for is a position that we call equipment engineer. This is a position that is much like a service writer, service manager for dealerships. They'll handle everything from getting parts to scheduling out time cards and employees and everything in between, involving with training on equipment, inspections on equipment, everything equipment related on the job site. One piece of advice I'd give students is get as much experience as you can, whether that would be job experiences related to your industry or just life experiences. If you're interested in equipment, if you're interested in trucks, if you're interested in cars, pursue that passion with as much enthusiasm and get as much experience as you can, whether it be educational or hands-on. That's going to help you in the long run.
Hello, my name is Bill McLaughlin. I'm with Southern Star Central Gas Pipeline out of Joplin, Missouri. I've been with the company 15 years. I'm an operations lead. Basically, that's a district manager in other terms. And what do? We move natural gas. Basically, we're an underground trucking company. So we move natural gas through the pipeline. Basically, there's 6,000 miles of pipe within our company in 7 states, from Oklahoma and Texas, western Oklahoma, Colorado, Wyoming, come through Kansas, and we're in Missouri, and all the way into Kentucky. We use reciprocating engines to compress that natural gas along the way. Approximately every 80 miles of pipeline, there's a compression station to recompress the natural gas. It's just a requirement due to the physics of hydraulic laws. We have 41 stations total within the company, declared stations. That's not saying that we don't have compression outside of those stations, but basically 41 facilities in 7 states.
So 41 facility has big monster engines that are pumping natural gas to our homes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so what type of jobs would our students be doing in those facilities?
Everything from mechanical and measurement with electronics. The electronics, some of the electronics, the PLCs are not too dissimilar from the PLCs that drive an automotive engine. We have everything from exhaust temperatures to bearing temperatures to oil temperature. We monitor all that. All our engines are remote start, and when I say remote start, somebody in Owensboro, Kentucky can start the engine in Rawlins, Wyoming. They're not even there. So it's all automated. That kind of technology is there, as well as the hard mechanical technology of working on some pretty much probably the biggest engines that anybody's ever seen. And a description of them would be 14 foot wide, 26 foot long, 220,000 pound V10, 14-inch bore, 14-inch stroke engines.
Wow.
Humongous stuff, bigger than freight or locomotive engines. The only thing that you'll find any bigger is probably some maritime stuff.
And what advice would you give our students who want to go work in the automotive, diesel heavy equipment, gas industry?
Don't be closed-minded to what's out there. Don't think that you have to leave here and go work for a dealership. That is not a bad choice. But there are other options out there, and typically those little niche options, like I would say we're a niche, but they are typically very good paying jobs. And when I'm saying good paying jobs, in 5 years with our company, it's not uncommon to make 6 figures.
My name is Monica Hasty, and I am a corporate recruiter for Berry Companies. Berry Companies has 8 divisions in 8 different states. We have a Berry Material Handling, Berry Tractor, Bobcat of the Rockies, KC Bobcat, White Star, Bobcat of North Texas, Bobcat of Houston, and Bobcat of Atlanta. Within our retail locations, we have equipment for sale and to rent. We specialize in Bobcat, Komatsu, and Hyster-Yale forklifts. We have sales and rental. We also have parts and supplies, and we have a service department. So we are seeking positions in all of those departments. The job that we are seeking most right now is technicians in all of our divisions across all of our stores. One piece of advice that I would give to students as they are seeking jobs is to don't be afraid to put your application in. You never know what companies are looking for unless you put yourself out there. So definitely put yourself out there, do applications, do resumes, cover letters, anything that they're asking for. Do that little bit of extra work and go through the process, learn about them, learn what they're looking for, because you just don't know until you actually start that process and start to talk to people. So don't be shy, don't be afraid, put yourself out there. At the end of the day, us corporate recruiters, we're nice people, and we're just trying to get you to come work for us. So we're excited to meet you and talk to you.
Hi, my name is Tim Engel. I'm currently at Davis Moore Chevrolet in Wichita, Kansas. I'm the service and parts director there. I am a 2009 Pitt State graduate. Graduated from the automotive program here. We are searching for students to come in for essentially any different position. But the main need of what we need right now is technicians. The vehicles that are getting built today are not getting any easier. We have a lot of long-term employees that are starting to get out of this job, retiring, and we don't have the quality students that are needed to come back in and learn the trade. So they have the opportunity to start a career, learn a lot of great information, learn how all these vehicles work and what it takes to fix them, and be able to make quite a bit of money as they do it. I would advise any student to pay attention in your communication classes. Communication is a skill that is nothing that can be taught. You need to pay attention, learn everything that you can, learn how to talk to people, figure out what it is that makes it to where you stand out from the other person that's trying to get that job next to you. Thank you.
Jonathan Weaver, alumni fall of 2009. I'm currently purchasing vendor relations for inland truck parts at the corporate office in Overland Park. We have 39 locations through the Midwest, from Texas up to Billings, Montana, and Fargo. We have 440 service bays throughout those locations. We are seeking technicians, salespeople, people that want to start entry level and work their way up to management. We're employee owned, so most of our managers have started somewhere and worked their way up, including myself. So we're looking for service techs, service writers, people that are looking to become service managers of their own shop. We have component shop technicians, we have parts sales guys, parts counters, so a little bit of everything for you guys. If I could give one piece of advice for students to get that job they're seeking, I would certainly recommend just keep a positive attitude and keep learning all you can. The knowledge and the relationship aspect is huge in this industry.
Hi, I'm Rusty Mills with Clifford Power Systems. I am the marketing manager for Clifford Power. What Clifford Power does is power generation. So this is a little bit different. So we do generators, emergency standby generators. So these would be generators for, it could be a hospital, it could be a manufacturing facility, it could be a wastewater treatment plant. It could be something as small as a backup generator for a residence, but mainly what we focus on is the industrial and commercial stuff. So what we are seeking, the type of position that we are typically seeking with Pitt State, is normally going to be a service technician role. So this would be a field service technician role. You would have a truck. As I said, it's a little bit different than some of the other technician roles where you're arriving at a shop every day and you're working on equipment or cars or whatever it is. So our technicians would be field service technicians who are driving a truck every day. They're taking that truck home. They're typically being dispatched from their house to a job site. This could be, again, a hospital. It could be a maintenance job where they're changing the fluids on a large generator at a hospital. It could be a service call. Maybe that hospital is without power and their generator's down, and they called us and said, hey, we need someone to come out. It's an emergency. So in that situation, our technician would arrive at the site. They would troubleshoot, they would fix it, and if they have any issues, we have a very good technical support team that would help walk them through that. Piece of advice. So I would say with our industry, it's not like some industries where you have to be certified. You don't have to be certified in our industry. The programs here are very applicable to what we do, though. So a technician arrives with that knowledge, with whether it's automotive or heavy diesel, and that is a good starting point. We do a lot of in-house training. So career advice for us is really, we're looking for someone who shows up every day, works hard every day, and is willing to learn. That's really what we're looking for in a student or any potential employee.
Hey, I'm Ryan Nolan and I work for Toyota at the Kansas City Regional Office. We support 75 dealers in the Midwest for sales, service, and marketing. We're looking for juniors and seniors to participate in our management trainee program or our summer internship that's primarily for juniors. If you are interested in the automotive business or dealerships, this is the right pick for you. One piece of advice I'd give to students is that it's really important to relax during interviews and get to know the people that are interviewing with you. It's going to help you relax and it's going to help them get to know you personally and will help your chances of getting hired.
My name's Glenn Page. I'm the fleet manager with Capital Electric Line Builders out of Parkville, Missouri. Our main line of business is we build power lines. In support of building those power lines, we have an 1,800 piece fleet that varies from light duty trucks to heavy duty trucks to heavy equipment. Our mechanics will work across all those lines. So we are looking for students that have a self-motivated desire to learn. We're not looking for anybody that knows a lot about one thing. We're looking for individuals who want to know a little bit about a lot of things. My advice to students would be to not focus on one individual area, but to learn across as many different areas of the industry as they can. That's the value in the mechanics for us because we have such a varied fleet.
Hi, I'm Levi Vestica. I graduated Pittsburg State in 2014 with a Bachelor's of Applied Science in Automotive Technology. So I work for General Motors as an advanced serviceability of design engineer. That means I work on 2025, 2026 vehicles that are 5 or 6 years out, not even in production yet, making sure I prepare all the service deliverables for those vehicles. I like to think I'm the technician's best friend. So I make sure that when the cars are being designed, that the technicians aren't going to be frustrated when they have to repair them later down the line. Make sure that there's an access panel or just so it doesn't take 10 hours to replace a spark plug. Who wants that? So today we're looking for both internships and full-time hires within our Global After Sales Engineering and Service Operations organization, as well as our Sales and Marketing organization. Within sales and marketing, jobs can range from a district manager of after sales to a wholesale manager, and those people are out in the field at the dealerships helping them with their deliverables. In engineering and service operations, that's where I come into play. We can work with virtual CAD models and math models, as well as working hands-on to develop diagnostics and service information for these vehicles. Everything that our technicians are going to need to repair the vehicles effectively. One piece of advice that I can give to students looking to work for General Motors is set yourself apart from the crowd. Get that experience in, get your ASEs done, but anything that's going to jump off your resume, that's going to catch my eye, whether it's a project car you're working on or something that you're passionate about, put that on there. Let's have that conversation. That's what I want to see.
Hello, my name is John Stuckey. I'm a supervisor of technical support team for AGCO Corporation out of Heston, Kansas. If you're not familiar with AGCO Corporation, we are the third largest manufacturer of farm equipment in the world. We are in 11 different countries. We have a little over 20,000 employees in our company. And so as you can imagine, we have a lot of different opportunities within AGCO Corporation. AGCO is a company. Some of our core brands are Massey Ferguson farm equipment. You may be familiar with Gleaner combines. We also have Fint tractors. So we are a full service ag equipment manufacturer, starting clear down with low horsepower tractors, everything under 100 horse, clear up to over 100 horse four-wheel drive tractors, track equipment, as well as the combines and hay equipment. We do have two sites, manufacturing sites in North America. One is in Jackson, Minnesota. The other is in Heston, Kansas, and that's where I'm located. In Heston, Kansas, all of the combines and hay equipment are built there. So we have manufacturing on site, we have engineering on site, and then we have technical service on site. and technical service would be the organization that I'm a part of. So some of the opportunities, as you can imagine, being a global company, there's a lot of opportunities at AGCO, especially for people coming through Pitt State with the automotive technician degrees. You may not think that those would transfer over to farm equipment, but they do quite well, especially those of you that are studying diesel and heavy equipment. A lot of those concepts with diesel equipment transfer over quite well to the ag industry. Within technical service organization in Heston, we have what's called the Dealer Technical Support Team, and that's the team that I lead. And those positions, what we do is, so we have a little over 300 dealers nationwide for AGCO that are selling our equipment, and those dealers have field technicians that are out actually running around working on the equipment. So when there's an issue with the combine, it's throwing an error code, those technicians are out working on that piece of equipment. If they run into a situation they cannot solve, they will escalate those issues to our internal technical service team, second level in Heston, Kansas. We have the opportunities then to work with the resources on site like engineering, quality, other groups internally with AGCO in order to come up with a resolution plan for the dealer and for the customer. So it's a very intensive brain working position. You do a lot of thinking and a lot of looking at schematics and working with other organizations within the company to try to come up with the best solution for the customer. Those positions are ones that we hire. Other positions outside of technical service, so there, of course, there's engineering on site, so there are field test organization there that does hire positions for field test, where you're actually working with new equipment and trying to break it and doing tests on it for engineering to see how well it's going to perform in the field. We also have positions on site for manufacturing engineering. And then if you're actually someone that just loves to turn wrenches, there are, of course, with our dealers at the dealer level, you actually have field technician positions there as well that you're able to have. Also internships. So within our dealer technical service group corporate, we do have one internship that we hire every year. It's usually 2 or 3 guys. And that opportunity is very hands-on, very intensive. We have what's called the Gleaner Tech Van. And essentially we send a team of 5 to 10 guys down into Texas with a semi-load worth of technical equipment and parts. And we follow the grain harvest, so the combine harvesting crews from Texas all the way up into North Dakota. Starts at the beginning of the summer and ends at the end of summer. So you're traveling along with those teams. You're out on the combines, working on them. If there's an issue, trying to troubleshoot if there's a problem on the control system, and so it's a very intensive learning, but exciting job as well. And so that opportunity exists for those of you that are looking for internships. If I was to give you one piece of advice, I guess from my experience, it sounds kind of cliche, but I would say that as a new college grad starting your new position or a new position with a company, you do honestly get one chance to make a first impression. And I think it's interesting. A lot of people think, well, that's kind of cliche, but just being very honest, within the first 30 to 60 days that you're working for a company, people are going to understand what kind of person that you are. Are you a person that gets things done, or do you work hard? Do you put your head down? Do you show up on time? Those types of things set the tone for the type of employee that you're going to be for the rest of your life, as far as how people perceive you. So I would say that, especially at the beginning of a job, the opportunity to make that first impression is very important.